Welcome to Crazy Shit in Real Estate, a weekly podcast where I walk you through some of the wildest, most unbelievable stories you'll hear from the world of real estate. If you like real estate and you love crazy, this is the podcast for you. Before we get any further into this episode, I've got some information to share.
Okay, do you ever have team members and employees who ask the same question over and over again? And you wish there was one centralized place to send them to find everything they knew to be productive and efficient? There is. Sweet Process is this really cool company. They reached out to me and said, "Hey, Leigh Brown, we want to sponsor the podcast." And I said, "Well, then, hey, Sweet Process, let me see what you offer." And I freaking love it. Here's why. It's a software that enables your company to have a central place for procedures, policies, and processes, all the 3 Ps. We'll just say that. And it becomes so easy for upper management, middle management, and then everybody in the organization to collaborate, because everybody's going to see these 3 Ps differently: procedures, processes, and policies. You can also know that this allows you to keep your processes really living and fluid, because you can change them at any time. You can organize and reprioritize, assign tasks. It's so intuitive. So it's really great because you have to have easy. In today's world, we're all overwhelmed. Easy is fantastic. And it also becomes this source of truth, because doesn't matter what level somebody is in your organization or on your team, they can find all the information for how to do the job well. And what better way to reward a team member who wants to go up in the organization than by seeing how they take things and run with it? Sweet Process gives them things to take and run. And also, this makes your training super easy. In fact, I started my Sweet Process journey with onboarding for my team members, because I need to make people more successful more quickly. And I love it because now anybody around me can get their task done quickly, and the instructions are right there. Now, you should know they always offer a 14-day free trial. So high five, Sweet Process. That's super cool. But because you're Leigh Brown's people, what? You're going to get the 28-day free trial, which is great, because I know you'll sign up and totally forget because you're not organized yet. Then you'll use Sweet Process and you're going to love it too. So if you go to sweetprocess.com/crazy shit in real estate to sign up now, you don't even need to give them a credit card. So when you go to this link, by the way, they know that you came through Leigh Brown's people, and that gets you all the extra love. And then they'll want to let me keep playing with the product too. So go check out Sweet Process. Make your company stronger today. I'd love for you to tell people a little bit about who you are, and you can tell a little real estate kind of story if you want to, but really I want people to know about your passion and what you're building out there, because you're in a space that needs more voices, where the voices are often afraid to speak up because they think they're the only voice, but they're never the only voice. And so what you're doing is giving a really wonderful impact space. And I admire you for that. And so I want my listeners to know who Erica Rose is and what she's doing.
So going back to 2017, I got rid of the piece of shit. And then I thought the nightmare was over because you're abusive. I told you to leave. I own my home. You're out. I guess we're done. Right? Wrong. I discovered $75,000 worth of credit card debt. There was, stolen family jewelry, maxed out my credit cards, wiped out my bank accounts, 3 kids calling me stepmommy. I was paying their child support, car payments, car insurance, health insurance. Had no idea why, because love is blind. And I was having someone who was dancing with me in the street, treating me like a princess, buying me random things that it turns out I paid for. And I was taking care of clients and made more money in that quarter than I've made in that specific quarter of us being together, because there's only 5 months. Love is blind, folks. When you're in your, I think it was 38. So here I am, so excited to be falling in love, but blind to the fact that the person in front of me is an abuser. And when I did not recognize that the emotional abuse, I didn't see the financial abuse because I didn't look. And I didn't see taking a shower had no boundaries, like would try to talk to me because I thought that was love. And later on discovering I deserve a shower without a conversation. And you all do. Like in real estate, how often do we take the phone into the shower, right? Like I had someone hire me because I took the phone into the shower to have a conversation. She said to her husband, "That's my realtor." Like, that's my realtor. She literally cares about us so much, wants to make sure. I know.
That's weird. No, that is not your client. That's weird.
No, she was acknowledging the fact. She was acknowledging the fact that I work so hard, right? And so she really recognized that, like, I was trying to save a deal.
I mean, I get the bigger picture, but that's still weird. That's still weird.
That is weird. Yeah. Okay. We'll put it as a weird, but but going back to that crazy shit, I thought the nightmare was it was over, but it was just getting started. We had creditors, we had car payments, and then there was health concerns. My company decided to switch franchises, and I was not even in a position to like make a choice because so when you are in a stressful situation, it's like a deer in headlights. You literally cannot find your way out. I was stuck on Zoom yesterday. Hello. Like, I'm like learning overuse of technology with one company for 13 years, switched to another, Keller Williams, and I was with Exit, both amazing companies, but I'm standing there learning. And I'm like, I'm learning so much, and now I'm a deer. I was a realtor, now I'm a deer. Realtor, deer. Realtor, deer. So I literally bring this to you today because I thought that I had a Prince Charming. And some of you might think that. And especially in your relationships when you're buying or selling. If you're a realtor or you're a buyer or seller, you might not realize the person in front of you could be in a domestic violence relationship, and you have no idea. 1 out of every 4 women and 1 out of every 9 men have been impacted by domestic violence. And this is in the States, pre-pandemic statistics.
Yeah, who knows what it is right now? It's got to be through the roof.
That's only reported. I went to the police, they didn't believe me, so it didn't count. Because I was not in a grounded emotional state, so they thought I was psychotic and asked me to leave. That's
some straight up bullshit right there.
Yep. And 40 detectives walked through my door and he was such a good manipulator that I was in such stress, panic. And I say this not in a proud moment. I say that now because then I couldn't even remember from all the stress, knowing the police didn't believe me, knowing that my family wanted to isolate me. When you're toxic, and they didn't do it on purpose. People just wanted to be away from toxicity, right? Like, I was hard to be around.
They didn't know.
Right. And the aftermath, it got worse because I was like, it was no physical, it was emotional. So I was dealing with just the aftermath of having to navigate the process. And I was a wreck, and I emotionally abused myself for a while. I allowed other people to do that. I didn't create safe boundaries because I was just always trying to, let's go. Come on, I got to make money. No, I got to make a difference.
Oh, you're enjoying this little clip? Well, the rest of the story is available on any of your podcast apps. Just go search for and subscribe to Crazy Shit in Real Estate with Leigh Brown.